Hello guys, thanks for joining for another episode of Self-Healing Infrastructure. My name is Victor Getz, I'm CTO and one of the co-founders of ITS-consulting, and today I want to show you new results about self-healing infrastructure. I'll be the next week on multiple conferences as a speaker about self-healing infrastructure powered by LLM. And today I wanted to release a little bit of teaser video because in the last YouTube video I promised already some of the results and I wanted to share it with you. Guys, so long story short, let's jump right to it. So what I have here and what I wanted to show you is how to use in IntelliJ and Visual Studio Code the private LLM and how this can help us to be a better developer, to be a better consultant also. So this one we use also internally in IITS-consulting. And so what we have is iits.ai. It's a private LLM. If you want to set up your private LLM, you can do that on your own. I showed it multiple on conferences, etc. There should be also some YouTube talks about that topic. And the first thing is what you need to do is you need to create such a JSON config file where you have iits.ai and you need the API token. For iits.ai, you just go in the UI, API token, create, and then you paste the API token. So what do we have then? So you can imagine IntelliJ have done every knowledge about iits.ai. It knows all of our documentation. It knows my handbooks in IITS. It knows my Jira, Confluence, GitLab, source code, etc. It knows all of this information. And how amazing that is, I will show you now. You can either chat here, like you open chat box, say new chat, etc. and chat with that one. After you configure this one, or this one I like personally way much better, is inside the files itself. In this kind of example I use Terraform, but you can use also Python, Kotlin, whatever you want. And I use also in the demo case OpenTelekomCloud because on Friday there will be a webinar from me at the exact same topic where I will present multiple things. So this is the teaser for the next upcoming conferences. I will be also on ContainerDays and I will be also on DigitalX. So this is Terraform code, and we have here a private module which is called iits-consulting project factory. And I want to see how good it is in code generation and bug fixing. So what I will do now is I will just delete this Terraform module. CCE stands for Kubernetes. Then I'll press Control and E and then say create a CCE module for me after IITS best practices with the project factory. Why do I say with IITS best practice in project factory? Because we have a lot of documentation inside IITS.ai. So from the gigabyte of documentation which we have there about Terraform, about source code, about multiple things, it will then automatically generate for us not the project factory private module, but generic OpenTelekomCloud CCE resources. But we want to have the project factory because it's a little bit harder to do. So let's do this one. Press enter and it goes to iits.ai, our private LLM, gives the information, and then it starts generating code. Amazing, right? This is like watching Netflix. It's amazing. So it created automatically the source code based on all the gigabyte of information which we have, chooses the right one, and created this one. So we need to accept that. So it needs to be Alt, F, and Y. So accept this one. As you can see, we have no highlighting that we have an error here. This module is already perfect. Really cool. So, because if I would, for example, delete this one, it will tell me missing required properly node availability zone. Amazing, right? This is really, really cool. So maybe you say, okay, this is now like a prepared case or something like that. It's not, but let's try something more difficult. Not just code generation, but let's fix some things because I promised code generation and fixing things. So we go here to the routing TF. We created, just imagine we created this CCE, we created the Kubernetes cluster. Now we install the ingress controller, for example, a reverse proxy. Here in this case, we use traffic, but you can also Nginx. One thing is, which you need to be aware of, that you need to set the LB IP. You need ID. You need to set this annotation here. Otherwise, the load balance from OpenTelekomCloud will not bind itself to the traffic or to the Nginx. So I delete this one and let our private LLM fix this one. So I go here and say my traffic, sorry about that, it's so small that it's not readable. I don't know, maybe it's a UI bug of IntelliJ. My traffic does not get a public IP. Fix this terraform module that I will get a public IP. Enter, and it goes step by step to each of the variables and checks if it is the right value which I set there and if it can fix the issue. This is really amazing. This one sparks really joy. So it sets that one, it's really perfect. This is so amazing, so useful in our ITS company already, because even if a junior joins, he has already like knowledge as an expert or as a senior ITS consultant. This is really cool. And if you're like think this is really amazing, just join me on the conference, because we will show you even the next step. Next step is really self-healing infrastructure. We done it, and I wanted to show you on the conferences how we do it, and so you can do it also by yourself. So what we will present on the ContainerDays, for example, is that we deploy a container cron job inside the Kubernetes cluster, and we say this cron job through LLM CLI tool. We say check the whole infrastructure and check for errors. If you find the error, find out how to solve this error, then post all of the existing error in Slack, post like the guideline how to solve it, then try to solve it on your own. So basically you have also the Git code, because it's private LLM with all the RAG. So try to solve it on your own based on the Git code. Then you have also access to GitLab. So fix it inside GitLab and inside the specific branch and make a pull request then to the main branch. And how easily it's done, just like how I typed it here, like fix me the things, it's the exact same stuff for the self-healing infrastructure. And this is just one of the examples which you can do. And so like multiple steps, connecting with Slack, connecting with GitLab, use the Git CLI tool, use kubectl and all the stuff, how the AI does it and how easily it is, just like writing it down what it needs to do. This will be shown in the next conferences. So join me. And after the conferences, I will make another video where I will make also a live demo, how we fix some things, and basically the stuff which I showed on the conferences. I will make a YouTube video. But best case, just join us on the conferences. Maybe we can have a talk over a beer. I would be very happy to meet you guys. So thank you very much for watching and stay tuned. There will be another episode. Thank you very much. See you. Bye bye.